Hello, everybody. How are we today? Welcome back. I'm feeling better. Hello, everybody. How are we today? And it is going to be a very interesting night. I'm going to tell you that at the most. Um, Lost some subscribers. And honestly, I don't care at this point. A lot of things have happened in the last couple days. During these times, women are being assaulted. All sorts of bad things are going on. I can't condone this. Anybody with morals can't condone this. Um, we're going to start out with Mr. Brett Buffington. Um, there's some things that have been going on in the last couple days, and you're well aware. I just want to go over it for those that don't know what's going on. We're going to start down here, which was yesterday morning. It was known on the internet that Quinton's dad has now lost his mother, his son, and his dad. His dad was killed, run over by a car as he was changing his flat tire. As y'all know, that this is terrible. Prayers to his family. As we all know, declared as a suspect. Therefore, there's no reason to have any negative feelings about this man whatsoever, except for to feel sorry for him. He's lost everybody in a matter of what, 3 weeks, a month. So that was disturbing. Then we moved on. And for those that don't know, Dolly Vision was arrested yesterday. He was arrested in front of Quinton's house. Why? Because he feels it's okay to put his hands on a female. Doesn't matter who that female was. At all. Doesn't matter. He's a man. She's a woman. You should not be putting your hands on people. With that said, I've decided that this place has become a three-ring circus. This is no longer about Quinton. It hasn't been about Quinton in days. At all. Not whatsoever. We're supposed to be YouTube influencers, not YouTube abusers. There's a difference. This man right here committed assault on a woman. I don't give him his props. That's for sure. I don't give him his props. I'm pretty pissed off that, as a YouTuber, he did that. Fucked up. Excuse my French. We also found out that Mr. Dolly, Jimmy Williams, his bond was $2,950. It has been said that the YouTubers that are down there did not pay for his bond. Although it is a rumor going around. Yes, he did. He twisted her arm. And because her arm was twisted, it is considered an assault. The police don't just arrest people and put them on assault charges. Simple battery. Pay attention. If you don't like it, and you don't have morals to understand that men don't touch women, please leave my channel. There's a whole bunch of them down there you can subscribe to. They would love to get your money. They're up to $64,000. Fun. Anyways, back to what I was saying. We find out that Mr. Dolly not only lives with his incest of a cousin or brother, and there's many videos, Ashley, many videos. You don't get arrested for simple battery and disorderly conduct unless you actually put your hands on somebody and there's evidence of it. You wouldn't see it on any of the YouTubers that are down there because, well, they deleted all their videos. You haven't noticed live today. So, back to what I was saying. Again, I'm not arguing with people. If you don't like what I have to say on my channel, please subscribe and go to somebody that finds it amusing as the YouTubers did. Because they found it quite funny as they were laughing and ha 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 over him putting his hands on a woman. It's disrespectful, period. So, Jimmy Williams was arrested. His bail was posted. But his bail was not posted by the YouTubers that are down there. His bail was posted by a bondswoman who is a super fan of Dolly. She went in and she paid it herself. She went in, she paid it herself, and all she wanted in return was a hug. So therefore, whoever was sending money to the other YouTubers to recomp for the money that was spent on the bond, there was no money spent on the bond. We also find out that this man works for 7-Eleven, which is fine for me. He can work at 7-Eleven all day long. But for him to go and say he has all this money and the way he acts and the way he puts his hands on women, I've unsubscribed to his channel. I'm pretty close to blocking him and just don't care anymore. So let's move on because that just aggravates me. There was also another little boy that disappeared last night from Savannah, and he was 11 years old. He was last seen at his pool in his complex. The police were called. They came out. They did find him. He was found safe and sound, just so everybody knows. He is great. He's good. Thank God. Prayers to his family. You could see right here. There's a scene last night as they were trying to find the little boy. He was found. His name is Michael Heath. I'm glad that he was found and updated. He was found. That was 10 hours ago he was found. So with all the commotion that happened yesterday with the protesters, actually, it really wasn't even the protesters. It was the YouTubers, I guess, that spurred all this. The Chatham Police Department have released multiple. Give me 1 second. I'm going to switch feeds here. They have released multiple statements. Let me just pull up the Chatham County. Okay, so we're going to pull it up right here. This was a statement yesterday from the Chatham Police Department from Chief Hadley. Everybody can see it. Might be kind of small. I'm going to read it real quick. Statement from Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley. Over the last 3 weeks, while Chatham County Police Department officers have been focused on finding Quinton Simon, a growing number of people calling themselves protesters have gathered outside of Quinton's home on Buckhalter Road. While the Chatham County Police Department supports everyone's right to protest peacefully, we also support the rights of our citizens to live in peace in a peaceful environment. The people on Buckhalter Road calling themselves protesters have made that nearly impossible. Since October 2nd, when the first YouTuber protester arrived, we have responded to over 50 calls for service in the 500 block of Buckhalter Road, and we have made several arrests. This has taken precious resources away from our department at times. We are focused on the most massive investigation in history of the CCPD. Many of the people claiming to want justice for Quinton have turned his tragic and heartbreaking case into a money-making circus. Mind you, we have found out that the YouTubers that are down there, after the 30% that YouTube takes out of their super chats, they've made $64,000 off of this child's death. Think about that. Who are they really supporting Quinton? Over the next few days, we will be unveiling some measures to limit the disruption in this small community. Neighbors have had to endure more than their fair share of noise, vulgarity, and police presence over the last 3 weeks. Now, you can finish reading that if you'd like. I'll pull it up a little bit more for you. As you can see, and we go up here. This was released today. Today, there is now, because of the problems, there is now the first of Chapter 18, Article 4, Parade and Public Assembly Ordinance, which requires a permit for you to gather an assembly. There is also a second chapter put in, and that is the county noise ordinance of 11-03 loitering, which will be enforced from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. There is signs out there right now that state you cannot be out there past 7 p.m. Um, I was watching a live earlier. On that live earlier was the YouTubers are going to get a permit so they can be out there past 7 p.m. That's fine and dandy, but it takes 10 days to get that permit. 10 days. So for 10 days, they cannot be out there, at least not after 7. The police are very upset with this. They're sick and tired of this. They're sick of coming out there 30, 40, 50, 60 million times. This is supposed to be about baby Quinton. Where is it about baby Quinton? Can somebody tell me where this is about baby Quinton? Today I was watching Queen's Live and they took hard boiled eggs and wrote baby killer on them and threw them in the backyard. What does that prove? That's not how we protest. I don't know about you, but I've protested many, many times. Many times. And putting hands on people, violence, vulgarity, none of that. We don't throw things, we don't break things, we don't steal things. You are supposed to be peaceful. This is not peaceful. There's nothing peaceful about this. The police don't come for peaceful protests. I understand Leilani is still number one suspect. Yes, she is. That doesn't change my mind. I believe she unlived that child. Yes, I do. But I cannot stand by and let the three ring circus go on the outside. I can't do that. That's just not fair. It's not fair to anybody. You're not protesting. Who in here believes that everything they're doing is okay? Everything they're doing, uh, except for that one girl that wants me to show her proof. I'm not going to hunt down proof of other YouTubers that assault people. I'm just not doing it. I'm not. They're not protesting properly. Everybody needs to go home, recalculate, figure out what a real peaceful protest is, and then come back and do it. I can't. I can't with people. I just can't. Not at all. I have room for somebody to come up if they like to come up on panel and share how they feel. I will need to see you, and then you can turn your camera back off. I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to put up the link. Please feel free to take a link one at a time. But know that if you're coming up here to run your mouth or to support what's going on out there, please don't, because I'll take you down and block you as fast as you came and push that button to get that link. I'd rather lose subscribers than have people that have no morals. Here's the link. Somebody would like to come up, you can come up and say your piece, how you feel. Um, but I'm not condoning this anymore. I can't. I just can't. If they go home and figure it out, learn how to peaceful protest without putting hands on people, then we can go back to that. But until then, I can't. I never could. Anybody would like to come up? Please let me know. I'm going to go back and read some of these comments because obviously I haven't seen it. I don't see any of my mods here right now. I don't know where they are. That's okay though. Yes, Ramona. Unacceptable hecklers. Yes. Yes, it's not protesting. There's no protesting going on. Yes. None at all. None. Let me see. I got some other stuff I could probably show you. Let me pull up a couple things while we're here. There is nobody out there right now. Nobody on either side. There's nobody out there protesting on either side. It's very quiet on Buckhalter Road tonight. Yeah, the residents, I know, like, they've had enough. They've had enough. I know that the poor lady down the street, she had to spend her hospice in a hospital with no family, no nobody. It's not fair to her. It's not fair. These people have endured so much in the last month. It's absolutely insane. It really is. Let me see if this comes up. Because I do. How many of you haven't seen Dolly assaulting the other protester? How many of you have not seen that yet? Can you put a 1 in the chat if you haven't seen it? And I'm going to pull it up. I'll pull it up for you. Put a 1 in the chat. Give me 1 second, guys. My headphones are dying. Gotta switch phones. Gotta switch headphones. All right, y'all. Can you hear me? Sorry about that. Had to switch headphones real quick. I'm gonna, since nobody wants to put. Oh, give me a second. Give me a second. All right, y'all. You still there? I'm sorry. Okay, let me. Nobody's putting 1 in the chat, but I'm gonna show you anyway because I feel that everybody needs to see what type of YouTube influencers are down there. Little too much for me. Little too much for me. Little too much. So let me back up the clip. Yep, I was too. I was 100% with the protesters until until it became violent and things are being thrown and now the tactics. These are not protesting tactics. We do not act like this. We just don't. So here is the stream. Let me show you so you can all see what occurred. It's the best I can give you. This is what I've gotten. It's a clip that I have gotten from Queen Bee. It is not my clip, but I was watching it as it occurred.
Clip that shit. Damn, they are wet. It's gonna be a long fucking day. Oh, Dolly's assaulting her. Clip that shit.
Did y'all see that? Now,
damn, they are wet.
There's others that had it clear, which were the other YouTubers that were down there, but they all deleted their feeds. Every single one of them deleted their feeds. Everyone. Every single person that was there deleted their feeds. So this feed that I have is from Queen Bee, who had somebody else there recording. Again, this is not okay. It's gonna be a long fucking day. This is not okay.
Oh, Dolly's assaulting her. Clip that shit.
That's not okay. That is not okay. It's not okay. Um, there is also let me see. I had some news articles, news coverage. Let me see if I can find them real quick. Of Bullhorn Betty. She let me pull that up real fast. She was did two different news channels. Let me show you. Pull those up real quick. I have them saved. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, it's become really sad. It really is. That's why I said they all need to go back, and watch again and learn how to protest. This is not protesting. Absolutely not protesting. Um, okay, we'll put this one first. I'm gonna play this one. Let me get it set up real quick. It's pretty sad. Give me 1 second. Do do do. Share my screen. All right. Yeah, yeah. Savage has a real good live of it. She really does. She really does. We have this crap going on here. Come on, YouTube. Work with us. Let's try to refresh it. Yeah. People are a lot.
Police officers
There we go.
responded to the home of 20-month-old Quinton Simon nearly a month after he went missing. Hecklers are
Hold on. Because it's acting silly. Come on, YouTube. Work with us here. There we go. We might get it to work now. Yeah, it was a lot. And then the eggs today. If you all want, I could pull that up too. If you want me to clip it, I'll clip it from Queen's Live. Billy Joe came up and actually showed us the egg where it says baby killer on it, and they were thrown all over her yard. We don't know what they put on those eggs. They left them for the dogs to chew into. Now, what if we don't know if they did, but what if they did? They would have hurt the animals. Like, what did the animals do? To me, it makes no sense. Not too sure why. This won't load. It's making me angry though. Okay, there we go. It's coming along now. Sorry about that, guys. Share. YouTube. Huh. All right, share. La la la. There we go.
Police officers responded to the home of 20-month-old Quinton Simon nearly a month after he went missing. Hecklers are still outside the home where he was last seen. Tonight, one of them is in jail. Officers were seen talking to two different factions outside the home and eventually spoke with Quinton's grandmother, Billy Joe Howell. Police say heckler Jimmy Willis looked into the Chatham County jail on battery and disorderly conduct. Meanwhile, someone from inside the home was playing some pop music on a speaker from the second floor. The family put up a disco ball near their front gate. They recently moved the memorial to Quinton from the front yard to just behind their gate and the new no trespassing sign that hang on their property.
Tonight, Burke.
Not too sure, guys, why it's not loading up on your screen. I don't know what's going on here. Not too sure why it is not showing up. Like, I'm listening to it and y'all aren't getting nothing. I think we're stuck here. We're gonna close it out. There we go. Now we're back on focus here. Let's try that again. I don't know what the heck that was about, but we're gonna pull it up again. Apparently I'm lagging. Joy. I am on StreamYards. Usually this doesn't happen as much when on StreamYards like it does when I'm on Restream. Restream seems to be real bad. Yeah, we're lagging pretty bad here, and I'm not too sure why or what's going on. Not too sure. Because I'm watching it from my phone, and I could see that y'all are way behind me. I'm going to stop this live real quick and restart it. Apparently, I need to pop out and pop back on. So let me pop out real quick and pop back on.